Howdy, this is our assignment about psychology and advertising. The topic we'll be discussing is decision-making and social influences, presented by Abby Cart, Diana Mencias, and Haley McGee. The article we chose is called Receiving Advice on Matters of Taste, Similarity, Majority Influence, and Taste Discrimination, and we have provided the link to it on this slide. The article is about how people often look to the opinions of others before making decisions when they are uncertain about their future enjoyment of possible outcomes. These decisions are typically made by observing two sources, majority opinion and opinions of a similar other. This experiment was conducted to analyze the effects of other individuals' opinions on one's own preferences. The question the authors are trying to answer is, do individuals use the experience-based opinions of others to form their own predictions of future enjoyment of their present choices? Using 4 different experiments, authors tested the truth behind their hypothesis. The experiments tested how an individual's opinion is affected when compared to those of other people. In Study 1, an individual listened to 4 music excerpts and then was asked to decide if they believed they would enjoy a 5th piece after hearing the opinion of others who had previously listened to it. In study number 2, an individual was asked to listen to 2 musical excerpts and state which they preferred. They were then told the preferences of 4 other participants regarding the same excerpts. This process was repeated one more time. They were then asked to choose which of the 2 new, unidentified excerpts they believed they would enjoy most after being presented with recommendations from the other 4 participants who had previously listened to the choices. In study number 3, an individual listened to 2 music excerpts and was asked which they preferred. They were also asked to rate their confidence in their musical judgment. Then they were shown the opinions and confidence ratings of 4 other individuals regarding the same excerpts. This process was repeated 2 more times. The individual was then asked which new, unknown piece they would rather listen to after hearing the opinions and confidence ratings of the other 4 people on the same piece, and then rate their confidence in that choice. In study number 4, it was tested to see if an individual would mold their opinion to that of a similar individual, even if it was conflicting with that of the majority. The individuals listened to 5 music excerpts and were asked to rate their enjoyment of each one. Then they were presented with the opinions of 4 others who had also heard the music. Each had varying levels of demographic similarity to the participant. Last, the individual was asked to predict their enjoyment of the 2 new unidentified excerpts based on the recommendations of the other participants who had previously listened to them. As a result, all 4 studies showed that an individual's self-predicted enjoyment was heavily based on the opinions of other participants in the study. Individuals tended to form their opinions more closely to a similar other than the majority. In conclusion, people greatly depend on the opinions of others when making decisions, and they tend to make choices based on those of similar others before the majority. Based on personal experience, we also support the conclusions of these experiments.
Our first advertisement is the Prego Taste Test commercial. This commercial is comparing Prego spaghetti sauce to another brand. In this ad, there is a woman in a grocery store tasting 2 different sauces without knowing which brand each is. She ends up liking sauce A best, and the man in the apron tells her that it's Prego sauce. The woman used to buy sauce B, and once she realizes that sauce A is better, she begins to question all of her other life choices. This ad shows that the woman's opinion was previously affected by what other people thought was best by removing any outside influences from her decision. She had assumed that sauce B would be better because it was what everyone else got and it had a good reputation. The commercial demonstrates that individuals' opinions are affected by others and that once outside factors are removed, their opinion will likely change. This tells consumers that their choices are being influenced by other factors and that they might enjoy Prego sauce more than what they are currently purchasing. I would use this ad as well as one where the woman tastes the sauces after another individual recommends one of the 2 specifically. This difference between the 2 ads could lead to slight changes in sales because instead of the woman choosing sauce A on her own, someone else would have put the idea in her head that sauce A was better. Something like this could lead consumers to believe that people would not actually prefer Prego over another brand and that the woman chose Prego because someone else told her it was better.
Hello, this is Diana Mencias. For the second ad, we examined the Philips Chevrolet 2018 Equinox commercial, and we have provided the link to it. In the commercial, we have couples coming out of a restaurant. They ask the valet to bring their cars back, and instead of bringing back their cars, the valet brings back the wrong car, but that valet asks the people if they'd like to check it out. Throughout the commercial, the different accessories are shown to the customers, as well as the thoughts and opinions of the individuals about the vehicle and what they particularly enjoy. The Chevrolet 2018 Equinox commercial demonstrates both decision-making and social psychology. At the beginning of the commercial, they point out that these people are real people, not actors, indicating that these individuals were not paid to make the car sound amazing. Rather, it's their honest opinion. Because they're not paid actors, it allows the audience to relate to the people in the commercial. A man in the commercial even says, "I made a bad decision on my last car purchase," which makes the audience second guess whether or not they did as well. The purpose of the commercial is to use opinions from real people to influence the audience's decision to buy one of their vehicles. In the article, we see the same occurrence where others' opinions are used to influence the choice of the participant. As for changes, in order to better test the hypothesis from the article, we suggest that Chevrolet use a well-known figure to sit in the car instead. Due to the fact that the celebrity is in the car, the individual could potentially think, well, since Miley Cyrus likes the car, it must be a great car. Celebrities, in the article, which are also known as important personnel, have more of an influence on individuals than majority, which would be ordinary people in this commercial, which could therefore result in more sales of the car.
Our third advertisement example is about celebrity influence. In this advertisement, Jennifer Aniston is shown holding a bottle of Smart Water with bright eyes and a perky attitude. She appears as if she knows a secret about this particular brand of water. The caption states, "We're not ones to sip and tell, but Jen's pretty into us, and our vapor distilled purity." The expression on Jennifer Aniston's face clearly shows that she approves of this particular brand of water and implies that she has chosen it for her own personal use. Because she is a well-known actress and known for her figure, people may assume that she knows which brand of water is best and trust her sense of judgment. After they see this advertisement, they will associate Jennifer Aniston with Smart Water and will be more likely to purchase it for themselves, which would make them feel more like a celebrity. This demonstrates social psychology and decision-making because everyone that knows her would want to be like her, so they choose to base their decisions on what she thinks. Because Jennifer Aniston is known for her healthy habits and slim figure, this advertisement could have been modified to better associate health and fitness to this particular brand of water. This could have been achieved by setting the picture in a gym with sweat collecting on her arms and face while she stops to take a sip of the pure, cool water in a Smart Water bottle. So obviously, if you use this brand of water, you too could look like Jennifer Aniston. This emphasizes the correlation between public opinion and decision-making because people use Aniston's opinion to form their own decisions about what brand of water to use.